It's rare that I am so inspired by some form of political stuff that I make a video, but this recent healthcare law has me going crazy. The recent healthcare law has been stirring in our American courts, and today there was a ruling. The American Supreme Court said that the individual mandate, which is the requirement that Americans buy health insurance or pay a fine, is constitutional as a tax. So what does this mean? This is bad news for everyone in the United States. You can now be forced into a decision based solely on your inability to not be able to afford the taxes of not doing something the government demands. How's that bad? You can be taxed on anything that is your free right to choose not to have. So, for example, let's take something everyone is passionate about, abortion. What happens when the government taxes people $1,000? Who choose not to have a child? What happens when the government taxes people $1,000 who choose not to have an abortion? What happens when the government decides to tax people who choose not to recycle? Or to tax people who choose not to buy gas? What if the government decides to tax people who do not exercise an hour each day? What about when it taxes you for not working? It sounds crazy, doesn't it? It only sounds crazy to us because the America we grew up in was about freedom. But with this ruling, it's freedom so long as you can afford it. It only sounds crazy because you're thinking before this ruling. We are not protected by our Constitution from this. We must get a constitutional amendment that prevents taxation on a person's free decision not to have or receive something. This is what America fought for. Freedom of choice, freedom to choose your religion, freedom from overtaxation. Make no mistake, this ruling means there is a back door to slavery in America. I know I sound dramatic, but that is the truth. This ruling means you are only free if you can afford it. This ruling means the government at any time can tax all of America to do its bidding or be jailed for not paying exorbitant taxes that you can't afford at the end of the tax year. This is not freedom. This is not what America's about, and this must be stopped. Please help me. Please spread the word. Push for a new constitutional amendment that prevents this. This is a big deal. Make no mistakes. This is a huge deal. American government can now force you to do anything it wants, and if you don't do it, it can set the taxes as high as it wants for not doing it, and if you can't afford them, you're basically going to jail at the end of the tax year. Please, do your best to get the word out. This must be stopped.